So my name's Steve Ugan. I'm with JOE.BUILDER. We are a remodel and a new construction company here in the Twin Cities. And I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about the Our basement remodel. I met Chris Our about a year and a half ago. We were actually both working out at a gym and just felt drawn to this guy. Started up a conversation with him and found out he was a pastor, but not just a pastor, he actually pastored a church at the YMCA where we were working out. So that was the beginning of an amazing relationship. And I began to meet with him and connect with him and kind of share my life with him. And part of that was sharing that it was my practice to actually invite young men to live in my home with my family, to disciple them and to do spiritual formation with them. Well, little did I know that within a year of those conversations, Chris would come back to me and say, hey, I'm kind of interested in doing a basement remodel and maybe moving people into my house to disciple them.
We had really had a heart to have this space be a space for discipleship and just didn't really even know where to start. And so I connected with Steven. He came over with his team and it was super helpful to get a vision for the place and know what to do first and going through all the permits and all of the city stuff. Both my wife and I thought that it was an amazing process. They really heard our vision and were really communicating, we want you to have your space and how do we just help that happen?
And so we started that conversation and took a look at the market, his neighborhood, the square footage of space that he had to deal with, and it just made a lot of financial sense. I know that Chris in the beginning stages was really concerned about the cost of a remodel project and wanted to do some of the aspects himself. But as we dialogued about it, we were able to come up with an economical way for him to completely have us handle like 95% of the details in his remodel. And I think he was very pleased with the results.
Really from start to finish, they worked with us really closely, helped out with all the subcontractors, continued to communicate any changes that happened, which took a lot of the anxiety off of the project for me and my wife. I like to try to do things on my own, and I like to think I'm decent at it. With that being said, this was something that looking back at it, I am very glad I did not try to do it on my own. If I could speak to myself before this, number one, I would say you're not as good as you think at these things. And number two, this is a really big investment. And so going in and making sure that you're doing it the right way actually will save you money in the long run. And so I would say if you're deciding on whether to do it or not, I would say that the price that they give you for these is very good in the overall landscape, and the quality of care that they give you is definitely worth it.